Hey, last June, I made a video all about window air conditioners for the hot months in the summertime. Now I'm going to make a video about heaters in the wintertime and heat preparation, or a cold preparation, so that you'll stay warm when we freeze. Because the past couple years, we seem to have developed a record for getting at least one really good freeze every winter. So preparation is key. This here, I live in a 38-foot gooseneck trailer, and this thing keeps it warm. It's running off of just regular power. 120 volt. I have it set on high. These things here are absolutely silent. You really don't know that they're on unless you feel the heat, which is what I was just doing. And it is putting off heat. These are radiators. So it's a subtle heat. They don't have a fan or nothing. And it's just, you turn it on and let it warm up and it'll keep the room warm. But they don't have a fan or anything like that, so they don't just punch the heat out, but they will keep a large space warm. That's what they're good for. And they do save money. It only draws 12.5 amps, 900 to 1500 watts, depending on what power level. This one is a Geneva Soleil heater. I got it at Ace Hardware, but there are many different brands of these that are all 900 to 1500 watt power draw. And, 900, 1500 watts or 12.5 amps on max. And, of course, that's what I have it on. And, again, I live in a 38-foot gooseneck trailer, and it does keep it at a balmy 72 degrees, at least compared to the 50-degree weather we're going through right now. But for instant heat, like in the mornings, I'm going to show you how to do that, and I have a little experiment set up here. So this heater here is plugged into a small travel generator that runs off gas, and I will show y'all that generator in a second because y'all are going to see me start them both. This one here is plugged into just regular power, no generator, just regular power, and this one stays on, and it's what's keeping the room warm. This one here is plugged into a larger generator. I do know that the generator that runs this also will run my Keurig at the same time. It's on a larger generator that generates more power. These heaters here for the experiments are different looking, but they have the exact same type of glass cylinders inside of them, which you can see a little bit better in that one than you can in this one. But they're the same cylinder in every way. It's just that the heater design is different. They both have a fan, and they both have a thermostat, and they both have the same power draw. So that being said, I'm going to go start the generators. This one's plugged into a small one. This one's plugged into a bigger one, and you'll see. Because if your power goes out, you need to have a generator. So here's the little things. I'll just show you how these run. First, we'll start here with this small one. And it is just a small travel generator at 120 volts. Now, sometimes when people turn these generators off, they'll come over here and they'll turn off the gas flow to the carburetor. Don't do that. A small engine mechanic told me that that is a good idea because you want to keep your gaskets and stuff wet inside the engine. Told my dad that, but not me. But excuse me, same difference. So I just turn it off at the switch, as does he. You want to unplug everything before you start these things. It is bad for them to start them with things plugged in. So unplug everything, and then I have a bad back, so I'm not going to record myself starting this. Well, yeah, I guess I can. I can try. It's kind of hard for me to do this. My spine is made out of rod. It's got rods in it. So, my gas flow, I don't know Okay, it's on. Come on. It's trying. I can hear it. I feel it. Okay, I'm gonna. All right. So my little issue I was having starting it is the choke wasn't engaged. I forgot to engage the choke, and it was giving me trouble trying to start it. Could have saved myself a lot of trouble if I'd have remembered to put the choke in place. But there it is. Now, these heaters ain't on yet, but so I'm gonna plug that in. The heaters ain't on yet. I'm gonna turn them on once I get in there. I'm gonna go around this side, start this one over here. Like I said, this one's larger. Honda. All right, so we're gonna unplug these. See, a little bit more capability in this one. Of course, don't forget to pull your choke. And make sure you're good on gas. Most these small engine generators like this, they do like to run on 90, 91, or 93 octane gas, premium. It's better for the engines if you run them on premium gas. Make sure you're suited up and loaded up for when it gets cold this winter. All right, let's get inside and I'll get on with this little demonstration here. All right, so we got the big Honda running over there. And then we got the little one unbranded. It's actually a little Chinese generator, but whatever. It's running over here. They're both gas, like I said, 93 octane. Boy, it is going to be sweaty in here when I am done. Anybody's curious about that, there's a box for it. Like I said, I got it at Ace Hardware, $79.99. Now, I'm going to turn on the one on this. I'll do whichever one. I'll do this one first. I'll demonstrate to you how it works. This one is on the little generator out there. That guy. Now, it is pulsing. That generator just had the carburetor taken off and cleaned in it. When you're pulling a big load like this from a small generator like that, it pulses. That generator ran when we took my dad's 2014 Coachman Clipper, 21-foot camper, camping to a place that didn't have electricity. We took that generator and it ran it that whole trip, whole 5-day trip, ran our camper. Now it was a little 21-foot camper. He still got it. It's our Traveler. It wouldn't run my house like this camper, but this one's got a meter loop, so that's okay. These are just for the cold spells. These are actually my dad's. He's experimenting with me. This one's on the big generator. These are both on high. If you know these heaters, I'm sure you can feel this image right now. This thing's putting out. These punch the heat out. Now, overall, if you're going to have it running in a big space like this or larger space like this for a good period of time, right there, I believe in these. However, these are good. These are great for cold spells. You could run this one off a generator, but it's a subtle heat. It keeps the room warm. It does get the room warm and keep it warm, but it takes a little bit. So that one over there, as you can see, it's heating up already. Really, really good. And of course, have this one over here is already heating up. It's actually too hot right here. Let's see how this guy's doing. I'm not surprised. It's obviously glowing red hot, and it's also putting out an amazing amount of heat. Again, like I said, same heater, different design. Same cylinders in there. Those tubes that heat up, same thing, so same current just different generators. Now that you can see that they're both working as they should be, let's go outside and see how the generators themselves are running. Now, as you can see, like I said, this one's pulsing a little bit. It pulsates. You can hear it in the engine. Watch this. See, it's running smooth again. Small generators, when you're pulling a large load off of them, they do pulsate. All right. Now let's go check on the big one. From what I've been told, that pulsating, if you pull up too big of a load, you will stall your generator. But for that one heater, that generator is running fine. Which in a freeze situation, if you're frozen and you have no power, you could all huddle up around a heater like that in a bedroom with the door closed, or a bathroom if you have to, and it will keep that room warm if you have it running off that generator. Again, just make sure you have gas. This one here, when it runs that space heater and a Keurig at the same time, this one does also pulsate like that other one was. But just running the heater like that other one, as you can see, it is running smooth as glass. So there you go. It's chilly outside, but as if it wasn't hot enough in here before. Good gravy. Now, the experiment's over. So that's basically the demonstration. 2 heaters, 2 generators. I'm just demonstrating that at least this is a way that you can get yourself some heat with a pretty decent heater running off of a okay generator. Now, I have to mention something before y'all go away. This morning, I ran this heater, this radiator, off that generator out there. Now, as long as you can keep that generator out there, one like that, filled with gas, you could run this heater and it will do the same thing it's doing now. Right now, like I said, it's just running off normal power. I have a meter loop. So it's keeping the place warm. I don't need a generator. However, if I were to lose power, I can have this. But a lot of people don't have these. These are kind of uncommon. So these are everywhere. And these are great. I mean, not as good as these, but they have their place. These are portable a lot more than this. You got to wait for this to do its job. So this is like my house heater. I just got it, but I just moved in, so perfect timing. This is what I'd like to use to keep my house warm. But for a power outage, and like in February of 2021, if you're an American, you definitely remember Snowmageddon. We just less than a month ago, we had what's called a bomb cyclone, and it knocked our temperatures down into the negatives here in Texas. So this is a very useful video. I hope y'all liked it. One more little thing about these. They're absolutely silent. Like I said, they're a subtle heat. They may trick you. You may not think it's doing anything, but let it warm up. Let the oil heat up, and you'll start feeling heat radiating off of this, mostly coming off the top. It doesn't feel like much, but trust me, leave this thing running for a while in a room. Come back in there. It will be plenty warm. The only noise these things make is every once in a while, it'll just make a little click, and that's it kicking on and off. It has a thermostat in here, and believe me, when I started turning these on this morning when I was experimenting with the generators, I turned this one on right next to it, and it started clicking. It's going, whoa, it's warm in here all of a sudden. So these do have thermostats. It kicks on and off, so if you hear it click, that's what it's doing. Should you leave any of this running while you're gone? No, it's not smart, but everybody does it, so I'm not going to say... I am going to say don't, because I'm trying to save my ass if something goes wrong with any of y'all. But anyway, there you go. I hope I taught y'all something. Share this with your family and friends. Keep them safe. Protect those that you love. So anyway, y'all stay warm this winter. February ain't here yet, and believe me, I'm sure y'all already know February's a bitch. February, in my opinion, is by far the worst month of the year, and it is upon us. So be prepared. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe for more awesome content like this. Y'all have a great day.